the background. How funny. Got people in the house. I don't know if that makes any better, but it's for when I have guests. I don't know what guests would want to be out here in 44-degree weather, but corn farts. I hate your name, man. Richard, hey. Look who came in together. On CCB, nothing matters. 2 minutes late. Get your act together. Was I? Sorry, I had problems taking that freaking thumbnail. Yes. First curse word in the live, and it only took 1 minute and 26 seconds. I'm doing good. Does Backroads have a new thing? Is that the same one you've had? Is that the same icon? Hey, Christopher. Oh, that's the same one? Oh, Wasabi told me the other day he's been working on his intro. Because he's going to try a fishing show. So, he said he'd have to buy a GoPro from me. Oh, what? Oh, that's right. He's still out back. Yeah, he's still out back. He's outbacked right now. He's like a pseudo-Australian restaurant. But what? But this time tried to. Nice. Well, I made a cool video today for tomorrow. A little bit different, but I don't know. I don't know if it might offend some people or not. I don't know if I might be doing a Backroads in the fishing world, but I thought it was good. And it's pretty accurate. See how it goes. I haven't been fishing either, so I've been trying to, figure out some content. I always got the tips and tricks. I actually have 2 of those lined up. I got my Throwback Thursdays, but I just haven't, felt like going fishing. 20 my thoughts. Well, I don't know. Oh yeah, it's kind of funny. It's a funny thing. It's kind of a humorous observational video about bass fishing. But you know how YouTubers are. Sometimes they take things way serious. Yeah. We'll see how it goes. I like it. I had some fun. Had some fun with some cartoon stuff. And yeah. Well, I'm at 5-2. Yeah, it's cold again, man. That's what I said. I mean, I was watching it. Um, I was watching it back, and I'm like, yeah, this I did good. That's like point on with these things. And then I went, hmm, I find humor in it, but I don't know. Some people might get offended. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know. I found a new way to come up with tips and tricks ideas. Yeah. I got old archives of not only my stuff, but I have old archives of magazines. So I've been trolling for ideas. And my fingers are getting cold already. Yeah, I've been doing some research. I mean, just kind of ideas and then my own twist on them. Try to take it back to what a lot of the magazine stuff used to say in that, and then kind of my idea of it. So, yeah, it's working out good so far. I said I got two getting ready to do, and I got one done today. The Throwback Thursday with the comparison, like I did last week between me and John B. I got another comparison. I figured I'd try to use his name to get some views. Didn't work though. All I had to do was show Just Fish getting arrested, and that got me more views. That worked. But I liked the funny thing is that one I put up, that thumbnail with the Aaron Martin is a better drop shotter than you. Well, it was a series that Bassmaster started in their magazine. Evidently, a bunch of people got upset by it. They thought it was demeaning. They thought it was cruel. But Bassmaster said, "Oh well, we're keeping the series going." They're the best and the best at these techniques, so that's why we said they're better fishermen at it than you. But yeah, I read that people got offended by that whole series. People these days. Soon we're not going to be able to call football teams by their original names. '90s really made us too sensitive. Well, you guys remember that one I did about Mike Long where I cited this? I asked about the guy that stalked him and took the photos, and they got on me saying I was defending him. I'm like, I wasn't defending him. I was just looking at the other side. It got me like 5,000 views though. And 20 plus subscribers, so you can't complain about that. So are you doing any trout fishing, Corn? You ever fish for trout? They're stocking pretty heavy. No Elistero yet though. Co 86 genders. Well, they hit the Redskins, so you know where's it going to go from there? Yeah, I know. We're back on lockdown. We's locked down again. So I think the skate park's closed. Evidently, Pino's still open, but they're Santa Cruz County, not Monterey. Don't know exactly, but Chris fished there yesterday. Had some popo in the area today. I don't know. I think some guy was getting kicked out of the house. I don't know if it was a domestic thing or he wasn't paying the rent because there's a lot of people live in that house. But cops were there. I drove by and I saw lots of boxes being piled up in the driveway. I'm like, oop, somebody's going bye-bye from this house. Yeah, they were there for like 3 hours, 2 hours. We got our lights fixed. All those lights out there were shorted out from the rain. My stepdad had to go through and try and figure out what was going on, but evidently figured it out. And we're on a list on Facebook for houses to drive by for pretty Christmas lights. And we've seen cars going by. and the last 3 nights, the lights haven't been working. Well, these ones on the porch are working, but not the ones in the yard. So it's kind of funny. What timing? Oh. Last night was kind of fun, wasn't it? Getting all that information from Nicholas about all that. I checked Social Blade today. I'm a C plus. He's a B minus. He makes, according to this year's calculations, about $70,000 a year. I make, I don't know where I'm at, 1,200, 1,300, and I'm a C plus and he's a B minus. I have no idea how that works out, but is what it is. Yeah, I didn't realize it took him that half of that viral video he wasn't monetized for. He lost out on like 6.5 million's worth of income. That's kind of a bummer. He's making up for it now, though. So where do you go? You go into did you go to that river for the trout corn? Where we fished? Didn't you say they stock them in there or no? Or do you go to other lakes? We're at 6-3 now. I definitely got to start going back to the Coast Guard pier and doing the rockfish. Ah, you venture a little north for all those, huh? Fish Los Vasqueros, fish Sandy Wool. Still have never been to Del Valle. Another pretty good sized fish in all those. Well, I did that one show, remember, at Sandy Wool. Didn't catch fish. On stock day. was the worst stock day I've ever had. Yeah, that's my Ricardo. You know, Ricardo shows up in my lives from Pito and that. Yeah, they've been going every weekend. Catching striper, smallmouth, and trout. So, yeah, I got to go one of these times. I tried rooster tails. What I should have done is a bubble in the fly. I tried rooster tails. I tried some other like things I catch them on when I stock them. But I didn't have a bubble and fly. That's how I used to really, really catch them when they stocked. It was a bubble and a fly. 'Cause they like to feed up because that's where all their pellets come from. And when they stock it, I never use bait. It's always people are catching them on those little worm things. Yeah, that's just never. I mean, I've caught them on my boat. I was out on my boat one time, Marguerite. I came back and they'd stocked, and I could see all the trout. They were just swimming around in circles with like hundreds of them, just cruising around. Yeah, I always use active baits. Like I said, I was coming in my boat. They'd stocked them. I was actually out in the lake trying to get some of the. I found trout busting from previous stocks by the dam, and I was trying to catch them on flies. So I had a couple hits, but I missed them. I went back to the dock, and they were everywhere. They just. I'm like, really? I just spent all that time trying to catch trout for my friends, and I couldn't. And yeah, I put on a little mep spinner, and I caught like 30 of them. Like every time I threw at the ball and just rolled it through, I'm like, oh, oh, yeah, there we go, there we go. But you can physically see them. I mean, they were everywhere. They were just confused and like going around in circles, and I was just on my bass boat because the water was like 2 to 3 feet deep, or visibility. So I just sat there and went, ah, they're there. Oh, there's one. Oh, they're there. Well, my biggest trout, which was like, I think it was like 4 pounds, 4.5, 70 feet down at least. Huh. No, I caught my biggest trout I've ever caught. Well, stock trout. It was like 4.5 pounds. I caught on a jerkbait fishing for bass. I used to use Velveeta cheese after the stock. Oh, I caught a bunch of them on. I remember one time I went to my local lake pudding stone at night on the launch ramp. Oh, yeah, midsummer. Yeah, and I was catching them on 4-inch plastic worms, Texas rigged, with a 1/16 ounce weight. It was nighttime. I went there. There's a lot of riprap around it. You know, I thought I could catch some bass. And all of a sudden I started getting hits and missed quite a few, but all of a sudden I set the hook and when I bring it in, it was a freaking trout. I'm like, huh, well, that's cool. They're hitting like all the time, so. Yeah. Well, you know, it's safe. Um, I mean, you stock trout in lakes and nobody shows up. I mean, it's time of COVID. We're supposed to be, away from each other. Nobody comes to trout plants. They keep their social distance. Yeah, right. You say there was like I didn't know trout was in the sea of the ocean. Yeah, it's been so they used to plant them in Pinot. They stopped stocking them in Pinot and yeah, you just gotta peel the skin back and eat the meat between the bones. That's what we did. Cut them open, shove a bunch of vegetables in there and butter, put them in aluminum foil, and then put them on the barbecue. Yeah, striper. Yeah, I didn't like the trout. We were camping and I didn't have much food with me, so I figured I'd try one. It's more fishy than fish. So yeah, we went down to Isabella. We were at the Kern River. We went to the Lake Isabella and we caught trout. And everybody else was all stoked. Nice. Hunting and stuff with J and J. Hello. Too cold to clap. Yeah, trout or striper are pretty good. It's halibut's not that bad either. I've had halibut. It's less fishy. Tastes more like chicken. I like tuna. I eat tuna all the time. I even have the tuna in sushi and that. That's fine. But I just don't like cleaning them anymore. I mean, not trying any other fish. Yeah, I said I'm not a fan. People are like, what? What you talk about, Willis? Don't you have a fishing show? I'm like, just because I know how to catch them doesn't mean I have to eat them. I like throwing them back. And I don't like the smell of them. No, it's good. Well, I love tuna salad. I have tuna salad sandwiches all the time. That's fine. Mixed with mayonnaise and stuff, you know. Little mayonnaise and mustard mixed in and all that, and a toasted white bread. It's a good sandwich. Trout, salmon, no. Yeah, and then also like the wild boar is great. I've had geese. It's great. Not a fan of duck. Um, don't know what other people hunt, but of the major, the duck, the geese, and like wild boar. Oh, deer. I don't like taste of deer. I've had deer made for me. Oh, shrimp. Yeah, I eat shrimp. I eat shrimp and crab. So easy. Drop them one time. They're like they're like the rockfish, low impact tolerance. Beef, chicken, pork, and well, I was I think I had it in my video when I was fishing with Jeff one time at Pinot because he's the duck hunter guy. He's like, "Yeah, I made you a breakfast sandwich." It's deer. I didn't like the taste of it. But yeah, he gave me a burrito and I was eating it and I thought it was steak. And so I was eating it and all of a sudden he turned to me and he goes, "How do you like that goose breakfast burrito?" I'm all, "That's goose meat?" He's like, "Yeah, I shot that one." I'm all, "Wow, it's not bad." But duck, on the other hand, I didn't like taste of duck. I had deer. Oh, I think my friend we had a dehydrator and he dehydrated deer, made it into jerky, and I just wasn't a fan of flavor. I don't like lamb either. I'm not a lamb guy. No, he didn't hunt it. He got it at the corner market. They're in Texas. You can buy deer just like you can buy cow. Yeah, I wonder how squirrel tastes. Or frog legs. Yeah, I didn't like the flavor of it either. I had it at the Thanksgiving ones. Everybody brought something from their country because we had people from Taiwan, all these places. Somebody brought a duck. Didn't like it. Somebody did the lamb. Didn't like it. So the deer, I think the only deer from last year. Oh, okay. Oh, Nicholas? Yeah, he's a cool guy. He does lives, I think, on Fridays. I was in his live. He gets like 300 people in his lives. You can like try and chat with him, but they go so fast. He catches mine once in a while, but they fly when you have 300 people in there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what he traps them for. I don't know if he's a trapper for fur. Is that this process? Oh, they have a lot of those. This is the season for catching cooks on hunted food. I still got to try and do one for rockfish. It has 16 million now. I said I checked. You can look at Social Blade. I said my Social Blade ends a little low. Their CPM is from 25 to $4. I think yesterday he said he makes 5 or 6 on his CPM, and this year it said he made $68,000. So, kid's not doing bad. So he makes about 6. Sausage, jerky, ground meat, or whatever. Yeah, yeah. That's what my friend does with the deer and yeah, from YouTube. Yeah, yeah. He does the hog. I had some of his. Oh, he had jalapeno cheese sausage made of the boars. Oh, that is incredible. Friggin' wild boar sausage. Send me some jerky. I will pay you. Yeah, but you gotta remember that video back, corn farts. He only had 70 views when it went crazy. He didn't get monetized till halfway through. So he missed out on about 6.5 million views worth of money. Unfortunately. But it said, I think it said this month. I think it was this month. He had 1.4 something views on his videos for this month alone. 1.4 million just for, actually it's for November. They don't have December done yet. Which, I don't know, if he's at $4 a CPM, yeah, that's what he had. But not deer, it was the boar. It was a wild boar. But yeah, we had a jalapeno wild turkey, or cheese put in it. Yeah, so Nicholas is doing good. I said, hey, By what I can tell, it takes about 20,000 views on YouTube. I mean, depending on the length of your video and if they watch all the ads or whatever, it takes about 20,000 views to make $100. So you can take how many views you get, divided by 20,000, and you have a rough estimate of what you're making. Or you get a Social Blade and they have it all broke down. Roughly. You can just type in any channel on it and it shows you. Oh, yeah. I mean, think about it. He turned down $6,000 to promote a video game on his channel because he didn't think it mixed. That's a smart kid. But even without that, he's making $70,000 a year off YouTube, so he doesn't need the money. So, but even if he did need it, he seems like he wouldn't do it because, like he said, it just didn't match. Yeah, they were going to pay him $6K to promote some video game on his one of his videos. They had it scripted for him, but yeah, that's what people make when they do a sponsored video. It's more than that sometimes, but a lot of them it's $5,000-$6,000 if you're doing good and getting enough views, and if you just do a little blurb in your video, then yeah, that's what you get paid. So you get paid that plus whatever it makes off of YouTube on its own. It's very lucrative for a lot of people. But yeah, he told him no. He's like, I don't play games much, and it's a camping channel. I don't think me talking about video games, why would I do that? He is getting a lot more subs now, though, because that one video that had 13 million is taking off again. And when I checked it today, he was at yeah, he's at 530,000 subscribers now. I think last night he said he was at 525. So he's getting about 5,000 a day. Hey, Tito. Yeah, that's what he said. Roughly, he probably made more than that because I don't know his CPM. He mentioned $5, which is the average on YouTube. But I think the average on YouTube is like $2 to $3. But evidently, Social Blade puts it between 25 cents for a CPM and $4. And at the $4 estimate and view count that, he made 68.1 thousand. I think that's a low estimate. Plus, when he goes live, he gets good super chats. I've seen him get $99 and then $20 and $30 super chats. So he can add that money to his regular money. Yeah, he's intelligent. He's smart. Everything that pissed him off about YouTube also pisses me off about other people's videos. So, in my thought, he's got a good head on his shoulders. Yeah. Yeah, I say it's like me too. If somebody sends something to review, Never knew that. What video? Yeah, you never know. I've never had one. I've never had one that's gone more than like 5,000 views. I've never had one that's taken off into the millions. Yeah, and you never know. He didn't know. He just threw that thing out. He only had 70 subscribers, or 68. He was getting ready to do 70. For some reason, that one just took off. The Beecham, what's up? Yeah, he just did another one too, Camping the Blizzard. More upgraded than his original one with the. I don't know how much it has now, but it had 48K when I saw it. It's probably at like 100K now, but you know, it's not suddenly going to get. I mean, maybe, but trying to repeat it again, kind of the same thing. It often doesn't work after what that video for him was 3 years ago. So if he would have done something similar right away, he might have had two virals at the same time. That's what a lot of people do. One goes viral, you make something similar to it like within a day or two. And they can usually tag each other, tag along, and keep going. But yeah, I thought it was interesting that Social Blade gave him a B minus and me a C plus. No, I'm done with the wine. I'm done with the wine. What are you talking about? I got that a week and a half ago. Didn't I? Like a week and a half ago? Something like that. I would say Viro would probably over 1 million. Working. Holy moly, Scott. What, 2 bottles a day? No. No, I wasn't drinking 2 a day. But one day I did. It's the day I fell down and broke the thing. Remember, I had 2 in a day. I kept to 1 a day. Yeah, but I would consider viral. I mean, you have viral ones that might go to 30 or 40 or 50 if you're only averaging like not that many. But I think over 1 million for it to be considered a viral video. That's when things go well. Yeah, one viral video can get you. Well, that one viral video of him got him most of his subscribers, and he's at what 530,000 subscribers right now. So my one that hit the one that got 5,000 views pretty quick. Um, that got me 20 subscribers in like a week or something, a week and a half, because it blew up pretty big and then it settled down. But 5,000 got me 20 subscribers, so times that by 13 million. He said yesterday he was getting a comment every 10 seconds all day long on his videos. Every 10 seconds. How can you reply to that many comments? You can't. That's insane. Six comments a minute. And that just adds to your video getting more attention and more attention and more attention. I don't know, that video might start going up. Triggered psychos. Oh, yeah. We can go back to that one I did about Mike Long. I had, I think, 130 videos, or 130 comments. And almost all of them were negative. I think it had like almost the same, 150 likes and like, oh no, 120, 130 dislikes and 20 likes. They love it on freaking social media. They love to tear you down. Uh-oh, Just Fish showed up. All right, guys. Got to talk about a different subject now. Exactly. You know what I do? It's more fun to give them a like and a love and don't reply. That really pisses them off. And then they help you out in your video because then they leave more comments. Going, oh, you liked my comment? You liked my video? My comment? And you didn't reply? And then you give that one a like and a love. and then they come back again. And the more comments you get, you know, the more it gets out there. Doesn't matter if they're positive or negative. If you get, that's why everybody says this video gets 5,000 likes. No, we were saying all nice stuff, trust me. Nothing negative, derogatory. I did like that one, the name of that one wine in there, Happy Hour. I had a friend who had a skateboard company called Happy Hour. And had 2 martinis on each side. And his logo. I thought that one was really cool. Yeah, put in one of your comments. That's okay, I don't really give a... I don't give a dollar sign, a number sign, a 1, and a plus. Well, I never have given a dollar sign, a number sign, a 1, or a plus about anything either. I've given a shit about stuff, but never a dollar sign and number sign, a 1, and a plus. You are a little odd, Just Fish. Yeah. Why? What? Well, I finally get an honest opinion from Backroads. I knew that's how you thought. I mean, I still love you, man. But finally, an honest comment from Backroads about me. Oh yeah, sure. Sure. You're playing politician now. No. That was a copy and paste from one of my comments. That wasn't about you at all, Scott. Yeah, it was yesterday. Hello. We didn't really have much music. Richard came on, played a little bit. And then Nicholas Green came on, and we talked about YouTube for quite a while. A lot of good information. How dare you, ripping lips? Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, Ozzy was supposed to come in too because he's a musician. He never came in either. So we'll get Music Mondays going, as Backroads said to call it. CCB Uncut Music Mondays. It's final week. Been crammed with work. Well, that's good. Always good to get the old brain going. Get those neurons firing up there. Yeah, it was a pretty informative though. Pretty informative about YouTube and when your channel blows up and what to expect. Money, money, money. For the most part. Well, you're in school. You, if you go to college, you'll be doing 25 a week for 12 years. And maybe even more. It's not easy going to school. Be back in a few, crew. Hey, that rhymes. All right, Jess. He's always good. You see how he rhymed that? Be back in a few, crew. I'm going to have to use that one. I don't know for what, but back in a few, crew. I really gotta go do another fishing show soon. I'm just not in the mood. It's getting cold during the day now. I was like freezing during the day. And I'm out here in 42 degree weather on the porch. That's actually my stepdad right there. I just noticed. That's him right there watching basketball. He's watching the 49er. No. Golden State. He's watching the Warriors. I didn't realize that was him. You can see in the background. He's sitting right there. That's funny. I think I am going to do a camping video, guys. With a Powerpuff Girls tent. You remember that place? I don't know if you guys heard that live when I just walked around those places over there. The ones behind my house that opened when I walked around there on that live that one time. I'm thinking about it'd be kind of fun to go out there and camp for a night. It might like the freaking pack of coyotes that go by sometimes will be there. Or I'll get attacked by like freaking raccoons. But I thought it might be fun to do one. Wait till night that it's freezing. You go out there with a Powerpuff Girls tent. Film a little all night overnight camping in a Powerpuff Girl tent in below freezing temperatures. I'm going to rival Nicholas soon. Hey, Bake the Hook. Ah, man. My head hurts on this side. from editing. When I edit all day, my neck gets all tight on this side. I gotta get a new chair or something. Or, I don't know. Or raise a chair or something. I'm bending over too much. And my arm, and it's doing that on my shoulder. And then, yeah. Either that or hire an editor. That would be fun. So what's up, Bait? How's it going on this fine Tuesday? No, actually, some of mine get like, some of mine get $2. Yeah. Some of mine, you know, when I get up to like 200-300 views, sometimes if they watch long enough, I make like $2. Yeah. So I have a lesser hour rate than China, I think, and I have to wait longer to get paid. Yeah, I've had some of my videos that have made me. Yeah. I have some videos, anyway, it's been over a year and that, they've made me like $50-$60. If they would have got that quicker, it would have been nicer, but I have a pretty high CPM. I think I'm usually like $8 or $9 CPM. Sometimes I've been up to $11 a CPM, which the average on YouTube is like $3 to $4. Yeah, I'm at this is 1599th video that I'll be uploading, guys. Tomorrow will be my 1600th video on YouTube. Remember when I did that thing about the reaching 500 videos? Tomorrow I'll be at 1600 videos. And Nicholas has 344. I have more than John B. I think John B only has like 1,000. I mean, he's more lucrative, but I think he only has 1,000 or 1,100, something like that. I think I'm the oldest, one of the oldest fishing channels and the one with the most videos. It's got to help at some point. Isn't there a point that it's like mass concentration and you just take off? They got to stumble in front of people once in a while. Let's celebrate. Well, I got an upload coming tomorrow. Yeah, I didn't realize that. I know I was getting close, but I noticed today I was at 1598. So this is 1599. Yeah. And I'll be at 1 or 2, yeah. It's because I do 6 days a week. I know, and you'd think somehow more of them would get out there and catch on, and I'd make, you know, get some more subscribers and make some more money, but a lot of them just don't have any views, and I don't know if that hurts me in my analytics or helps me, or I don't know. I really don't know how the analytics work when you have that many videos and a lot of them don't have that many views. It's one that I went private. It was a fake ghost video. Over 300,000. I think my biggest fishing video is 210,000. I mean, it's how to catch big bass the easy way or something like that. It's kind of a stupid little video, but it's 210. I think I have another one that has 120,000. That's a fishing show. He's up to 169. That's good. Yeah. How long ago did I do the 500th upload? Wasn't that long ago, maybe a year and a half. Well, I said 6 days a week. That's a lot of videos in a year that I'm doing right now. Yeah. That's why I keep saying. That's why I keep doing it. I just have a higher age group. You gotta remember, he has all the kids. Kids are. Well, actually, no. Nicholas said his average age group same as mine, 25 and above. Mostly in the 34 to 40 something range, but 25 and above. It says I don't have anybody under 25 that watches me, and those are the ones that make you the money. Uh-oh, the dead phone again. Really? You got a brand new phone and you still don't know how to keep it charged? I think that's when you did a giveaway. No, I never. My videos never did that. That's why I kind of stopped doing giveaways. Yeah, once you get it there, you got to keep going. Once one goes, you gotta start kind of keeping it going. Yeah, I know. I heard she had that one that went viral. LOL, a torch. Yeah, one. It depends. Depends on what it is. One could go viral and not give you that much subscribership in that, or one could go viral and get you tons. It's YouTube, man. They're social people. They're weird. It's a certain type of people. Like like Nicholas said yesterday, having the younger viewers is toxic because you got to keep giving them what they want. If you try and change it and switch up, they'll like leave you in a heartbeat. Oh, you finally learned how to plug it in? Nice. You can plug it in and it stays on. You don't have to plug it in and turn it off. It charges while you're watching it. Yeah, that's what I said. It's strange. I said Backroads, my best drop shot not one. I uploaded April 29th. So May, June, July, August, September, October, December. It's on its 7th month. And it's up to 7,000 views. And it's getting close to 1,000 views a month. Yeah, you can't really plan them. Well, I mean, unless you're to the point of Mr. Beast, because everything he puts up gets 15, 20 million views every time. That's pretty amazing. Or Cutie Pie. But to average like 10, 12, 15, 20 million views every upload, that's crazy. I think he has 42 million subscribers. Yeah, he's a wizard. Yeah, I said mine are. Well, a lot of it too has to do with your CPM Backroads. If you go into your analytics and hit income, Hacked by Paradise. Yeah, if you go in there and you hit analytics at the top, it'll tell you your CPM. I said mine's like 7, 8, 9. I think I've seen high as 11. I guess the average on YouTube's like $2 to $3 for CPM. A old lady skateboarding. Need to hook Scott up. Yeah, exactly. My new girlfriend. We're a match. We're a match. Move to California and marry me. Damn it. That was my last chance for a connection. Damn it. Well, I mean, look at the TikTok videos that go viral. Nope. You have to be monetized to see your CPM. That little button under monetization. Actually, I don't even know if the monetization button. If you're not monetized, it's not gonna be. It won't let you click on it because. Well, you're back on here. Ooh, I'm at 5 and 9. Yeah, the CPM's are the important thing. I mean, there's some people that have CPM of like 15, $20, just because they're in a niche market. Or the people that watch them or have more money or something. Ooh, yeah, I made the double digits. Thank you. Yeah, but the CPM is the important thing. Nicholas said CPMs are higher in December. I don't know. My views are down, so I can't really tell. Clicks per minute. No, I think it's per clicks per, not minute. It goes on the way they do the ads. It's per 1,000 or something. I don't know. They explain it to you. Well, it's not minute. It's He was in. Oh, he didn't come in today. He came in yesterday. He was in here for a little bit, but I think he was working. No, he was in here yesterday. He was like one of the first people in. I don't know. They explain what it is. Okay, I Googled it. Yeah. But it's the most important thing on your channel. Like I said, I think the average on YouTube for videos. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but it's the most important thing. If you average 2 to 3 CPM, and then all of a sudden you jump to 8, 9, or 10, your revenue is going to increase by that. So it's a good thing to have. People can get a lot less views on a video and make more money than you do if they have a higher CPM. So that's just the way it works. I think Nicholas mentioned $5 yesterday. But I noticed on Social Blade they rated from 25 cents to $4. That's how they estimate anybody you click in to check how much they make. That's their range. They show you the 25-cent one and the $4 one. 4K time. I don't know. I average about 1,000. Well, I do a lot of lives, which helps. But I usually do between 800 and 1,000 in a month. But I have almost 1,600 videos, so it adds up. Yeah, because like I said, every day you move forward, the day behind you drops off. So you might have a video that got a lot of views and a lot of hours, and then since then you've had kind of, and then you jump forward, and all of a sudden you lose all those hours, and and then it might take you 4 or 5 days to catch up to those hours, and yeah. I said I don't know. I always averaged about 4,000 or more a year for the last like 7, 8, 9 years. But it didn't mean anything until they switched up the process and the way you get it. Uh, no, before they didn't have that. I got monetized in like 2008, I think. They weren't paying as much money back then, but I actually got kicked off when they changed it to 4,000 because I was at 3,800, and it only took me. Yeah, but lives really help. Lives really help. Lives. I mean, I go live sometimes for 2 hours, and I get 48 hours of watch time if I have like 15, 16, 17 people in. Lives really help with your watch time. That's why everybody goes live to try and get it. Yeah, I had 3,800, and then I think that's when I started my lives. I went up to something. It only took me like 2 weeks after they kicked me out when they changed the policy, and then it took 3 months for them to verify me because there were so many people that hit it right after that, and they didn't have enough workers and everything. So yeah, it took me 2 weeks to get back to 4,000 for the year, and I think it took 2 or 3 months before they got a chance to check me out and verify me and put me back on monetization. So I have no idea. I haven't even thought about fishing. Probably maybe go to Pinot. They start stocking El Estero, I'll start going there. Probably start going back to the pier for the rockfish. We haven't had much rain. All the lakes are just friggin'. I can't imagine how low Uvis is and Chesbro. No. Well, with the new policy bait the hook, yes. But prior to that, no. If you were prior to them changing it and you were monetized, if you weren't there when they changed it, you were kicked out. Now, if you make the 4,000, but you're still active and everything, you fall below in that, they won't kick you out. They kicked me out because I was like 200 below it. So I think at the time I had a slow year, and I didn't upload as much right before that happened, and it wasn't going live. Like I said, lives really help. I mean, I can have a video that gets like, I know some of mine now that have a. Uh, Not really. Not really. I used to never fish in the winter. I'd fish till November, and I'd start fishing again in like late February. I'd go some places and fish for trout and that, but not until I started doing my my fishing shows and that I actually fish in the winter. But it's still tough if a YouTuber. That's why everybody switches to hunting or ice fishing or something, even if they're a bass channel, because unless you live in the south, someplace where it stays warm, you're either frozen over or it's just slow as hell. I still haven't tried. Thinking about going back to El Estero and see if I can catch him at this point when the water's actually probably a lot colder. But yeah, I just haven't. I don't know. I just haven't. I've been focusing more on tips and tricks and other videos and stuff. Trying to get a routine for wintertime. Usually I just go to the pier because you catch a rockfish all year. But I'm going to start doing more tips and tricks and vlogs and stuff for the wintertime. Maybe some reviews. It's just kind of frustrating when you go there, fish for 6 to 8 hours, catch one fish, then have to try to turn that into a video and make it entertaining for that long when you only catch one fish. I think I'm better off. No. No, we turned down the humor once you left, Corn. Yeah, I just think, I don't know. Well, let's go to the Delta or maybe, next Just Fish one. One fish. Yeah, and I said if we might have plans to go to Don Pedro with Just Fish. He's looking at Del Val now because I told him how hot it is. He might come down here to Pino. So my fishing trips will, I mean, probably a lot more limited in the winter now. I'm not going to force myself to just go try and fish and fish and fish when it just makes it tough. It's just when any video, a lot of people, like even Backroads said, when he goes and he only catches one or two fish, he doesn't make a video. I keep myself to, I make a video every time I go. So I don't know if it'd be beneficial or detrimental to go when you, at this point, and how low the lakes are and how cold they're getting. Probably not going to be very productive. Unless you go to a lake that's got smallies in it and trout in it and spots and striper. Or if you go to Pino, because Pino for some reason actually is about as good as the Delta even all winter. It doesn't get that cold. Well, I don't know. I'm trying to change the game. I'm trying not to expend a lot of energy on something that might not be that productive. Yeah, part of it's that. Part of it's the COVID. Yeah, well, Chris was there yesterday and he didn't catch anything. I think Christian Trinidad, he was there. He caught a crappie. Plus, you're something. Yeah. Plus, I still live with my parents. Now we're back on lockdown. It's not that it's not that so much Backroads. It's just more of a pain in the ass, and I have to spend a lot more time editing and watching everything to see if I say something entertaining or something that'll kind of keep people into it while nothing's going on. So the more fish I have, the easier it is to do the video, and the more leeway it gives me to make it more fun. Yeah, it gives leeway to make it more fun. I can cut in some of the humor stuff with a lot of fish. Now you're switching from Pinot to Nasi. I thought someone is in your house. Yeah. It's my stepdad. He's right there. Yeah, he's watching it. He's watching a game. Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting older, and I'm just trying to. I don't know. I'm learning analytics. I'm learning what works, and I just got to the point that I just don't want to throw up stuff that I don't that I could throw up other stuff that's more educational and everything, and probably get me just as many views or even more. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know how Nazi's doing. It usually does good all winter too, because it's got spots. Less affected by the cold. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to thinking more about it instead of just throwing stuff up because I feel like I have to. I'm more into throwing something up that I think is more beneficial. And my tips and tricks got me a lot of views. My reviews on stuff, those have gotten me the most views. I need to do more, but I don't have the money to buy like a new reel and do a review of it, or a new poll and do a review of it. So I'm trying to pour it. I mean, it's just like what Nicholas said yesterday. He used to do trapping videos and that, but anyway, he still does a few because he likes to do them, but he knows they're not going to get many views because um, people seem to like his camping more. But if you want to make an income, you want to get those views and give people that have joined you, and the majority of your subscribers have joined you, and what they want. That's what you got to give them. Or even Loch Lomond. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's the middle of winter. Unless you go to someplace that's got spots or that, it's going to be slow. Well, Pinot has largemouth, and well, sure. Somebody said they were catching them, but yeah, it's winter time, man. I said even me, Tito. I go fish a day in winter at a lake. Jesus, burps like crazy. I usually go to a lake that I usually catch quite a few fish and get bites, and I'll get one bite a day. Largemouth ain't very happy in the winter. Oh, I think I went, that one winter? I think I went 8 videos in a row without a fish. That was a tough grind. I went all the time expecting to catch fish, and I could catch nothing. But I don't know. You guys like the tips and tricks. Tips and tricks is what got me going on my channel for the most part. And the biology bites. And now more recently, the reviews. I think that one I did on the formula bait casting rod combo. I mean, it was like a couple years ago or something. It's gotten like 8,000 views so far. Didn't do much at first, but it got into the search, and I wish all my videos after a year or two got 6,000 to 8,000, because a lot of mine after that long still only have 100, 200 views. It's like they've been sitting on there for 4 years. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, and they're still sitting at like 100 views. So yeah, that's kind of depressing. Wesley, what is up? I said you have to start fine tuning. Fine tuning when you want to turn it more into a business. Not change your whole format, all that, but just realize what works. And then once that works, then you get more dedicated people, then they'll get more into watching the other videos. So, I don't know. I do know it's like 42 degrees right now, and I got my blanket on. Tito. Tube is a hobby for me. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's yeah. It's a hobby until you suddenly get a viral video and start making money, and then you go, can I keep this going? Me, it's just been just a constant grind, Just the why. I had it going good in the beginning, and then I fucked up. I got bitter and stopped, and I I did everything wrong on YouTube in the beginning. And now that I've gotten it back together, YouTube's blown up even more, and it's even harder. I was an old schooler in the beginning. Yeah. Would you turn down a viral video that gets like 10 million views and $24,000 in a month? Probably not. Yeah, it's just weird. What I said, and I was talking about to Nicholas about it last night, and I was like, I don't do the cheap stuff. I mean, that's what Corn was saying. I don't do the. Having my friend buy me baits at Walmart, or using a Barbie pole to catch bass, or you know, that stuff. I tried that one, the weirdest thing I've ever made a hook out of, when I did that tinsel on the hook and I caught a fish on it. I think he didn't even get 100 views. It's like, it totally bombed. And hands on, his comment was, glad to see you go to the dark side, man. You need to do more of these videos. According to the results, no, I don't. I need to stick with what I do. They don't want me for that shit. Yeah, you know all that stuff. All that stuff like that Norm and Yak Pack and Kick Their Bass, all that stuff they do, all that like cheapest lure, worst looking lure, funky painted lure. I mean, how's that help you? I mean, and why do people even want to watch? You know, it's kids watching it. Real bass fishing want to go out and catch fish. They want to know the best lure, the best color, and all that. They don't want to just buy a bunch of pink and purple swirled and yellow worms and go out and fish. They're having a hard time just catch fish in the first place. I don't get it. It's a trend. I never jumped on it, and I never want to. Yeah. I always did want to make a lure out of a tampon, though. True story, yeah. A topwater out of it. And I think it'll catch fish. Dude, click not. Clicking on it. Yeah, no. Yeah, I don't. I've tried that stuff. I've tried like redoing other people's sort of topic titles and thumbnails, kind of like theirs and all that, and it just doesn't. I don't know. For me, it doesn't work. Works for them because that's what their viewers are used to. But you just got to be consistent and keep it the way you want, and then when you start getting viewers, it keeps them coming, not just going blue ball on you. Like I switched that up, coming, blue ball. Yeah, thought that up on the fly there too. Actually, you guys don't notice I have a teleprompter in front of me. Um, yeah, I thought that'd be fun to make. Run a wire through it, put a hook on the front and the back. Yeah, mine are all not made for kids. I thought of that concept back in like 2000 when I first started doing my show before YouTube was even invented. I wanted to make one out of a tampon. Yeah, but two of mine had gotten forced to it. The one with Wasabi walking around the hospital got forced to 18 and over only. Do I have anything planned Saturday? No. That one got forced and some other one too. It got I don't know, it got a copyright thing. Not a strike, but copyright music on it, and all of a sudden it came back and said +1, and I looked at it and went, this video is rated for 18 and over only. Well, that's what I set it for every time. Anyway. Miss Low Budget. He's still around. He came in here a couple months ago. He said he was shocked that I was over 3,000 subscribers. I was like, yeah, welcome back, you asshole. And I said, I've started realizing, I forgot to get flippin' cheek. I just realized that my reviews are best bait, best hook, best reels, best of that sort of stuff. Does really good for me. It's two different what? Well, no, I have the button for not for 18, but evidently if YouTube overrides it and comes in and says it's got an age restriction, then it's different. Because I've had it on a couple videos. I dropped that cash too. Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot about that. I forgot I didn't pay him for the baits. Yeah, no, I don't have any plans. I said I was going to go down to my storage unit, get all my stuff out so I could have a garage sale or a yard sale, and now we're back on lockdown. So that was how I figured I could make some really good money selling off all that electronics and stuff I have and save the $84 a month for closing it down, getting everything out of it. And we get shut down. We're shut down, I think, all the way till January 20th. I'm like, what the hell? Been down there for 15 years. I finally make a plan to go down there and get everything out, and they relock us down. I don't know. I don't think you can, can't even go to restaurants and all that more. I don't really think it'd be legal to have a yard sale. Yeah, Pier should be good. Thursday we're supposed to have rain and 17-mile-an-hour wind, but all the rest of that is it's 6, 7. Winds are staying pretty mellow, and they're northeast. A lot more northeast, not northwest. So the pier should be good. I've been watching it going, I should be going there. I can film some good vlogs there, but yeah, it's gonna be pretty mellow. Winds have been very mellow. Like right now, nothing. It's like completely, totally dead calm. We've had some nights where there's winds even during the night, but our beach tree is not moving at all. And we had that killer high tide. Did you hear about that? I'm gonna do a cliffhanger right now because I'm gonna go tinkle. So I'm gonna bring that up, and then I'm gonna go pee, and then you're gonna have to wait till I get back to tell you about these killer, insane. All right, that's all. Sorry. Sorry. The burning's back, so no, just kidding. Um, ah, no, I've realized I had to render my video. I had to go. Long vertical. You did it. No, I actually, yeah, no, I forgot I was supposed to render that video. So I actually ran in there and started it rendering so I can get my one for tomorrow done. Yeah, I figured you guys would be like, he usually pees a lot quicker than this. They're all going to think I took a dump. Or I'm slowing down in the tinkles. Yeah, no, I had to run in there and actually, I went, oh shit. I was going to do the render right before I went live and I forgot. So I had to go in and get that started. But yeah, okay, killer. Have you guys heard? You guys around here? We from late last night into 1 p.m. today, we had coastal flooding warnings because we had a 7 foot plus high tide and 15 to 20 foot waves. Well, yeah. You guys are all warm. I'm the only one out here freezing. You should have been grateful that I got time to actually warm up a bit. Yeah, we had 15 to 20 foot, in some places 25 foot waves from Monterey up to San Francisco. That's insane, man. 7 foot plus high tide. Going along with 15 to 20 feet. You know how much higher up that pushes everything? It's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I know I was checking the weather and I saw it said local flooding. And I went, well, we don't have any rain coming. What the hell is this local flooding coming? And then I looked, I said 15 to 20 foot waves, 7 foot plus high tide. Yeah. Uh, no, surfing's really is way different. I tried it once in my life and I couldn't do it. Concrete's not mushy. Yeah, I know. I need to start drinking freaking whiskey out here. Start doing something to warm me up. Yeah, that's insane though. And you freeze your ass off. The water's like 55 degrees and you got to be in a wetsuit and no, thank you. And water's mushy. Concrete's not mushy. It's like me when I went snowboarding. Hard pack that wasn't that mushy. I could snowboard like crazy. First time I went into powder, it was like surfing, and it took me a long time. It was mushy. Yeah, first wave I ever tried. Backroads. When I came out of the water, the board hit me in the head, and I went to him, and I'm like, I was freezing, and I'm like paddled back out, and I'm like sitting there, I'm like, dude, the board hit me in the head. This is crazy. They're like, oh, dude, that hardly ever happens. I'm like, well, there's the sign. My first wave I ever tried to hit, and it hit me in the back of the head. I'm not supposed to surf. I'm just supposed to be a skateboarder. I'll stick with that. And snowboarding. I don't, and I didn't like that. Well, I got tumbled and fell. And I didn't know where I was, and I was underwater, and I was freezing my ass off. I could hardly even swim. It was the middle. It took me surfing in December. Not that, I mean, our water here is about the same temperature based on odds. I thought, no, that was my very first time ever. They're like, dude, do it, paddle, paddle, paddle. And then I tried to get up, and I came out of the water, and then boom, and I'm like, ow, and I'm like, oh, the board just hit me in the head. Yeah, and I said, oh, that never happens. I'm like, well, it happened my first time. That and Backroads, you just got me backed up on this one. I'm done. Skateboard ramps and skate parks don't do that. You fall and you're tumbling, but they're stable. When you're in the water, you're tumbling and the water's pushing you and everything's moving and it's crazy. It's like, nope. They told me I had to try it once. I tried it once. And I don't know, I've told this story before. not only that, not only that part of it, but I don't know when you surf in that and you get the water like up your nose, and then you get stuff up the water and sometimes like later in the day and all that, you'll be sitting there and all of a sudden water will just start coming out of your nose. Um, yeah, I had a first date with a girl that I really liked that night after the first time surfing. And yeah, at the door when I went to kiss her goodnight, yeah, suddenly came out, came out like all over her face. Yeah, that was highly embarrassing. Um, date went well enough, but I never asked her out again. Your nose or your pants? No, it was out of my nose. Yeah, and when I backed up, it was all like, because it was water plus snot and that, and it was all like kind of stuck to her when I backed up. Like it was bad. Yeah, you remember that story? Yeah, that was bad. That was yeah. Yeah, it was actually like yeah, like I didn't really notice why, because I was into the kiss, and then when I backed up, I was like, "What the hell? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." Yeah, she was kind of freaked out too, as I remember. Damn it! See, surfing's not good for that, and it's not good for dates afterwards. It spoils the mood. Yeah, Backroads. I've told that. I told that some. I probably told it a couple times in my life. And I got asked my worst date experience. Uh, uh, I got asked that in for a for the local newspaper. They ask a question for people. Yeah, but I got asked that question. What's your worst date experience at the New Times when I lived in Slow? And I told them, and they actually printed it. I said, "Oh, I was surfed one day, and you know how water gets up your nose, and then later that night when I went to kiss her goodnight, and all this water and snot came out of my nose all over her face, and they actually printed it. It actually made it. I think I might have it somewhere. I just saw Scott Kawa, and I'm like, oh, really? They printed that? Nice. Guess it was one of the worst date experiences that people told them that day. Yeah, I've told Tito a lot worse ones, so got to do a whole live on worst girl experiences. Yeah, I've had some interesting stories. I'll tell you that. She attacked me with COVID juice. Yeah, that would have been nice, but this was like late '80s, way before COVID. So she's single. I don't know. I never asked her out again. I figured, uh, COVID juice. Yeah, I just decided, yeah, no, I was too embarrassed. I didn't want to ask her out. She seemed pretty think I saw her around again, but I never asked her back out. That's filmy. Yeah, I have another great one. I have so many. I need it. Well, I told Tito one of them. Me with younger women. Good stories for some reason. But yeah, some heartbreakers. Make a grown man cry. I think Tito cried a little bit when I told him a couple of them. No, they were like 18, 19, but I was 35 at the time, so mid 30s. Let's hear them. All right, I had well, if you want to hear this one, I don't know. This is uh, yeah, because I've always had a reputation of dating women younger than me. I mean, always over 18, of course. But I had one girlfriend. She was, well, that's the one I've showed you. My last girlfriend that I ever had, and we started dating. She was 19. I think I was 35. Yeah, she was like everybody around me that knew me, that was anyone older, said, "Why are you dating her? Why are you dating her?" She was 19, but she was very insecure. At the time, I owned my clothing store, and of course, I had women come in, women around all the time, and yeah, if I call, she would call me at work, and I'd be on there, and I'd be like, "Oh, I'm with there's somebody shopping right now." Like, "Oh, is she cute?" I'm like, "Well, it's a customer. I'm not like gonna hit on them." Like, "Oh, she got a great butt." I'm like, "Yeah, that kind of stuff, right?" So at the time, there was this girl at the sushi restaurant that worked next door. Gorgeous. Like my girlfriend was, she was hot. This girl was even hotter. And she asked me one day if I would help her make a psycho. Yeah, she was psycho. And she asked me if I would help her make a handbag. She wanted to make her own handbag, and she was going to get the material and asked me if I would teach her like how to cut it out and make it and sew it. And so I had her in there, and then while we were in there, I was talking about my girlfriend time and all the stuff I did for her, like making little videos for her and sending them to her on email and all this other stuff. And she looks at me and goes, "I so want to be your girlfriend." And I thought she was just, kind of joking. And I went, "Oh, really?" She goes, "No, I'm serious." I'm all, "Oh, okay." And so anyway, we're there, and she's sewing. All of a sudden, I get a call from my girlfriend, right? And so I answer the phone, and I go, "Hello, hey, how you doing?" She's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm helping my friend. I think her name was Myra or something. I'm helping Myra. She wants to learn how to make a sewing machine." First thing out of her mouth, "Is she cute?" I'm like, "Yeah, why?" It's like, "Oh, well, what? Is she trying to hit on you? Why?" I'm like, "No, she's a waitress from across the restaurant across the street. She wants to learn how to do it. I'm teaching her." And so I turned to Myra, who's at the machine. I go, "I'll be right back." So I obviously fight all that. I'm outside. She sees me walking up and down the thing in front of the windows, like trying to explain myself and trying to get my psycho insecure freaked out. And so finally I come in, I set the hook, or put it back on the hook and say, "Oh, I'm really sorry about that. I'm really sorry about that." I help her finish making the handbag, and then she gets up. And oh, and another thing too, when she came in, she gave me a picture of herself, the girl Myra, right? She gave me like a Polaroid of her. I don't know why, but so anyway, I'm all, "Okay, well, if you want to learn how to sew other stuff than that, I'm right here. You can come in." And she goes down and starts walking out, and she goes, "Oh, I left you something on your computer." And I went, "What?" It's like, "Oh, yeah, it's on the desktop." And I take it, and I'm like, "All right, I'll see you later." And so I go back in, and there's a text thing on my desktop. Yeah, Polaroid. And there's this text on it, and I open it up, and she's like, she really did want to be my girlfriend, because she's like, "Oh my God, you are so incredible, and you have such talent, and I don't know this girl you're dating, but she treats you like crap. You deserve a girl that's gonna treat you for who you are and the person you are." I mean, this long thing, and yeah, I deleted it because sometimes when my girlfriend was at my store, she would start like searching through my computer, obviously, because she was that way, so insecure. And but see, the problem was I was 35 and I was dating a 19-year-old, which always leads to problems. This girl was, she was already in college, but she was 17, and I think with in yeah, she was still 17, but she was going to turn 18 in like a month or like 3 weeks or something. And I was just like, ah, it's such an age difference, and she seems more together at her age, but I'm going younger. I'm like, I'm getting older, I'm going younger. And I don't know. If I'd have been smart, I would have dumped the girlfriend I had and then dated her. For sure. Even, it wasn't marriage thing. I wasn't thinking marriage or anything. Just, yeah. But yeah, I couldn't. I'm like, what is the deal with me? I'm like 35. Why am I having women this young that want to be my girlfriend? I can't. I look young for now, but I looked a lot younger then. Most people thought I was like in my mid 20s, not 35. But it was a weird dilemma. But then, 2 years later, I ended up breaking up, and well, I've told the story about that girl, but yeah, this one was seen to be much more together. Up here, steelhead fishing. You're up steelhead fishing right now? Fishing a hatchery tomorrow morning. Nice. I'm on here telling bad girlfriend stories. Not bad. Not not bad, but ones I should have made a smarter decision on. Yeah, and then the actuality is that Myra, the one that was the waitress, and that since I didn't talk to her about her intelligence that she left on it, yeah, suddenly she kind of hated me. She still came in and that. And one time I went, "Oh, remember you gave me this picture?" She's like, "What? I didn't give you that picture. When did I give you this picture?" I almost said, back when you wanted to be my girlfriend before I evidently rejected you and now you hate me. That time, when you made the thing, you came in, you gave me a picture of yourself, remember? And now she's with a friend, she was all embarrassed. Like, "What do you mean? I didn't give you that. Where'd you get that?" "Well, no, you gave it to me. Here, you can have it back." Yeah, woman scorn. Oh, I've made way too many. Way too many. That's why I'm 54 and single. Never been married. I always wanted to be the helper. So I always end up with freaking messed up, insecure women. And any of the nice ones that were secure and really good, I rejected. Don't know why. What, not right, but better at the time. Would save me a lot of heartache with the freaking current one I had, and the other one would probably been a lot more secure and tame and, well, she was 18. Fun. When you're 35 and they're 18, they're going to be fun. Not sure how to enter this conversation. You would have liked to heard that story. It was a bad decision story. A story about old men dating young women. Right up your alley, Leanne. Right up your alley. You would have torn me apart in the comments for sure. Kinda. I don't know. 35-year-old dating 19 and 18-year-olds. His first time up there. Tamales. Yeah, there you go. They make you food. Why complain? Yeah. 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 It was a fun story. It was a fun story. My bad. I was clocking in. Work, work. Yep. Then work, work, Tito. Yeah, I told actually two really interesting dating experience stories, Leanne. One about a first kiss and one about a lost opportunity, possibly. I have other ones that go that way too. They wanted to hear it, so I told it. Okay, nice. Never give up. No, I've kind of given up. I've been dating anybody since what? 2005. 2005, yeah. 15 years without dating. Well, I had some friends with benefits for a little bit, but 11 years without dating right now. Hiring? No, I figured I got it all out early, and now it's just time for me. Never thought I'd be that way, but that's kind of the way it's come. Had women interested in stuff, but just didn't go there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, I worked at Marshall's, and I had women that would kind of flirt with me and all that, but yeah, I was in the doing the fishing thing and all that, and I just like, nah, nah. I'm kind of over that. I did plenty of it back in the day. Strippers and hookers. Leanne facts. Yeah, no, I figured I waited late to get into women, and then I went overboard, and then yeah, I'm fine without them. I mean, friend wise, sure, and that, but yeah, it's just never say never, but not my focus. Just hanging now. Yep. People are like, what? Get out there. Like when I used to do the fishing for humans, and I'd talk to those girls, send them my way, Scott. And everybody's like, dude, you should have asked her out. You should have asked her out. Scott, get her number. Yeah, I'd be sitting here, talking to somebody, and I keep looking at the comments, and everybody's like, dude, she's into you. Ask her out. Dude, get her number. And I'm like, come on, guys. Like, she's way younger than me. Ease off. It was funny though. I'm like, yeah, she can start looking at these, and you guys would be saying some stuff that's really gonna embarrass me. You guys be all like, you should get his number. You should get his number. He's a cool guy. He likes you. I'm like, what? Yeah. You guys set me up with a date over my life? Come on. She's like 20 years younger than me. I ain't going there. I didn't even see any of them. I was just kidding. You know, did I tell you that the other day? I still have it on I still actually have it on audio. I had my camera in my pocket driving home with Tito when we left the Delta. And there was this Asian woman in there. I was talking to her, and Tito went back to the car. And you know what she said to me? She goes, "Oh, is that your son?" And I went, "What? You think he's my son?" I'm like, "No, no, 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 no. He's just a friend." I have it on audio. I don't think I've erased it yet. I accidentally had the camera on, put it in my pocket, and it recorded for 45 minutes while we were driving home from the Delta. So you hear all the conversation we're having, and me having it with that older Asian lady that's asked me if Tito is my son. I'm like, oh, I feel old now. Yeah. I think I still have it. I didn't listen to it all. I was like, how the hell do I have a 45-minute video on here? I didn't film for that long at the Delta. And yeah, evidently somehow I turned it on. It was my Ion, that cylinder one. Somehow I slid it forward, turned on, and it ran all the way till the memory on the card ran out. I think it was 42 minutes, 45 minutes long. All of our talking in the car and in the gas station talking to that older Asian lady. So that was kind of interesting. I could use it. I could break parts of it up and put it on the. Uh, I could break it up and put it on the members only. This is an audio section of me and Tito's drive back from the Delta. That would be funny. had no idea I was recording. But and it was right here too, so it was in my inside pocket, so the audio was perfect. Just a black screen, but all the audio got captured. Yeah, I was like, what the hell? How is this long? I only filmed like 10 segments on this freaking camera. Where the hell does 45-minute freaking segment come from? How did you know that, Backroads? How'd you know we had a whole conversation about planning to take you off course and planning to make you not know anything about it and planning to make you feel like it was a worse trip and we didn't catch anything, just so when you watched it you'd be all insulted and feel like we traded you out? And I think that's on there. Psychic. I don't know. I think that conversation might be on there. I think it was the whole point of me going, oh, we really got to mess with Backroads because he's been having a hard time fishing. So, so we got to make sure that he thinks that we had a really bad day and the fish weren't biting. Then when he watches it, he's going to be like, oh, man, you guys played me like that? I'll have to check it. Maybe I'll listen to all of it tomorrow. See if it's actually on there. And then I would say, yes, you were psychic. If that conversation's actually on there. I'd be like, how the hell did he know? We pulled the wool over everybody's eyes, though. I know. We kept everything from everybody, though. Nobody knew about the DUI, and nobody knew about getting pulled over. I don't like to talk about the shows before I upload anyway, but everybody thought it was a bad show. They thought wintertime, oh wow, really, that sucks. They spent all that time going there, and sounds like it was a bad fishing show and this, and saw it. We caught a lot of fish. Then we got that DUI, and the sheriff pulled over. Oh yeah, that was great. I think that's the best one we pulled off for the normal viewers that had no idea what was going to happen. Thanks for watching, though. You guys even clicked in and watched. Anyway, you thought it was going to be bad. Never again drinking and driving. Yeah. Yeah. Can't even boat drive. Yeah, I liked it when you came in with that, though. That was the best comment from you, Backroads, when you came in and went. Just what you said about, what? You said it better be worth the money, and I went, well, it is winter. I mean, boat driving. Oh, yeah. You're like, yeah. Played it off well. It would be funny. I don't know. I'll have to listen to that. I'm pretty sure I kept it in there. Just to listen to it all before I erased it. Just to see. I mean, I got at least through the part where the lady asked me if Tito is my son. That's a highlight right there. I know. Yeah, it just depends. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect the fish to be hitting at all. She was hitting on him. Yeah, I think she was. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that at all though, because Jessfish said he was going to target the striper. So yeah, I mean, it's on there. I have the audio of it. I left to give him privacy. Yeah, we were talking about cigarettes and the fact that we're getting rid of all the flavored cigarettes and all that stuff. Not 67. I know. I will. What did we catch? I think I got 8 or 9. Tito caught 8. Jessfish got like 50. We boated at least like 25, 30, but I wasn't expecting that. No, Jessfish. We're talking about Backroads right now. Yeah, I didn't expect it to be that good. He didn't. You didn't either, Jessfish. We're talking about the Delta, and we went there, and well, you said anything that hits, but you were thinking it was going to be more of a striper deal. And then it ended up being, such a good largemouth day. Yeah, but still, like I said, December 5th. Yeah, exactly. I knew your focus was more, yeah. And you were fishing, you don't usually fish that way. But it just ended up being that kind of day. Unexpected, but fun. And quite a few fish. And he caught a largemouth on top water and had another one hit top water. Yeah, because they started biting. It's just because they started biting, corn. And striper went Ned. Yeah, when stripers are going Ned, it's just the way it went. I mean, yeah, but I mean, I don't know. He said it right there. His thought was at this time of year and this cold of water here, we're gonna go for whatever we catch. But he was hoping, thinking striper, and then all of a sudden the largemouth were active. So yeah, it was sort of it was weird. I know Delta's probably fairly good in the winter, but that was great. Have to take a trip. Yeah, there were his spots. Yeah, and I got a boat. Yeah, they were his spot. I mean, I'd fished near the first spot, but I'd never fished at a yacht club. I mean, I fished for like 10 years in tournaments there. Never did I ever go in there with another Bass Pro. I didn't even know it existed. I did go into the marina we left. I fished there. It's in one of my videos. But I'd never been into that little circular yacht club thing that we went into. Never experienced that. Nobody ever went in there. Just fly out. I got you. Yeah, see, there we go, guys. Now we're setting up a trip for Backroads in one of the CCB crew videos. I'm tinkling again, and I don't need to edit, so I'll be back a lot quicker. I made it. I'm back. Not as long of a trip as last time. Wow. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, there we go. We're just gonna go. I went to the bathroom. Well, it's not heated. It's just a really nice blanket. I mean, for you guys back there, it is only 42, but still. When's the next trip, Just Fish? I got this blanket all wrapped around my fucking tripod. There you go. Life of a gamer. Are we going to try Del Val? It's like a landmark at this point. Yeah, I know. The most famous part of CCB's lives is porch. Used to be him in his living room with. Yeah, that'll be good. I was saying earlier after you, I blinked. It's to sit on the disco porch. Well, it's only been what? Only Chris has been here for Alive. Remember? Is it 39? It might be here. I'm sure. Remember that one time? And me and Chris made the beer run, and he was sitting there for the night. All right, maybe it's 31 over there. All right. I lied, guys. Maybe it was 44 when I came back from the store. That was 2 hours ago. I know that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, Chris is the only one. Remember, he brought me back, and I don't know. I don't know. It was just a cool night. He actually spent the night here and left back in the morning because he was too tired and that. But yeah, that was. I got a seat right there, so a full case. Yeah, I don't think we need that much wine, do we? You know what happened to me after two? I fell down and broke a pot. They said I have enough room. There's actually two more seats like these over there. Could have like could have it this way, and it could be me. We could have a person there, another chair there. I got room. I got room on the disco porch. Of course, now it's the Christmas porch, but oh yeah, I was saying yesterday. Yeah, I'm cutting down. I mean, I'm gonna be doing more. I say I'm cutting down on fishing shows in the winter now. I'm doing more. I'm, I'm doing less fishing videos, obviously, because I used to try and do them all winter, and it just sucked. But on a boat and a bigger lake, better lake, easier. So I'm doing more little vlogs and trips, and maybe trying to trout and stuff. But Don Pedro, winter, they're spots, right? A more manageable fish in the winter. I bring IPA. I know. See, Tito's close enough. He could show up for a live. Wasabi's close enough. He could show up for a live. I could have guests. But distance would be good. That'd be a lot of fun. I have room in my house too. I mean, Tito's close enough, but corn, we have a spare room in the house. That's where Chris slept. And he wasn't even planned. I went in and said, "Oh, by the way," to my parents. I'm like, "Chris doesn't, he's like, doesn't feel like doing shit." They go, "Oh, no problem." Yeah, exactly. Exactly. There's going to be 9 people here and nobody on the live. Well, everybody else can just get on and be on it and mute their phone so people think there's a lot of people here while we're talking to no one. Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. We're getting wine device. Wine device? Wine advice now. Where's my phone at? This cold weather's got to be killing it. Oh, yeah, it's killing it. 222 and I'm at 28%. Usually I'm at like 40 by now. Still got time though. A perfect chat from Leanne. Yeah, exactly. Champagne. Well, if I ever get myself that I'm lucrative enough, hell, I would sport for all that. I'd sport for a group meeting. That'd be fun. I'll be in the chat. Yeah, yeah. If we're going that crazy on a case of wine, yeah, somebody's gonna need something by the end of the night. Somebody's gonna fall down. I fell down and it's my porch. I'll be off duty that night for sure. Yeah, that'd be fun. Whoa! I just saw a shooting star. Move the plants. There's no plants on here. Now there's just a trash can. No conflict of interest. Yeah, I just saw a shooting star, guys, right there. A shooting star went through. That was kind of cool. Yeah, I don't know. There's definitely enough room up here. You can even do the back porch. There's a big back porch too. I've shown it in my I showed it in one of my members' videos. There's a couple Adirondack chairs. There's a bench. It's like 12 foot by 12 foot. Nice square back porch. This one's long, but it's thin. But it doesn't have the disco lights. So yeah, out here probably be better. Uh, I don't know. Maybe get a go-go dancer or something. Since it's the stripper porch. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we're getting our Grubhub, guys. Hey, look, it's Wasabi. Another round for the stripper porch, guys. Ooh, really? You want to see that, Leanne? Dirty, dirty girl. Exactly. Careful who you have deliver your food. That would be fun. Well, I already did with that hospital. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Guggen Slayer, how's it going? We know Leanne's fantasy now. Wasabi the stripper. I think he'd be more the uh, the guy, the Chippendale. Wasabi the Chippendale. Ah, I just bad brings bad things to my mind. Oh look, my mom just went by. Oh look, things are closing. There goes the Christmas tree. Oh nope, she didn't close Christmas tree. Oh nope, now she's gonna buy Christmas tree. Maybe, possibly. Still catch him on a net? Where? No, she left him open. Oh, you're in Connecticut? Yeah. Oh yeah, I can do a Chippendale act, no problem. Oh yeah, I used to be a DJ. I know how to dance. Oh, you catch him in a tiny spillway. Nice. I haven't been fishing here. I've converted to tips and tricks and blogs at this point. I'm waiting for them to stock the trout so I can go for the trout around here. After Christmas, Jess Fish just said we might do a trip up to Don Pedro. Maybe Corn can join us or Tito. Yeah, I just decided it's not worth it to spend that much time fishing. Yeah, I spent a lot of winters trying to catch fish. I mean, Pinot you can, and going to like the Delta, obviously we did good. Someplace like Don Pedro or Del Val where they have stripers and smallmouths and spots, and that's more beneficial in the winter. But I'm not going to go all these local lakes I used to, like Uvis and Chesbro and all that, trying to catch largemouth in the winter. Well, the secret is not to use Zeman baits. I've, I've never, oh, maybe once or twice, but I used the sticko on it, man. The secret for me is using the sticko on the net. Good one, Backroads. Yeah, I don't like the Zemans on the net. I fish stickos on it. I don't know. I just don't like their plastic. I don't like the way it hooks up, and I do really good on the sticko. So Try the sticko on it. Try the Bass Pro Shops 3-inch sticko on it. 1/16 ounce. I mean 1/10 ounce. Use the brown purple or the black red. I don't know. I just like it better. It's thinner. It's 1/4 inch longer. It works great on it. I don't know. I'm not a fan of that the Zeman that goes on it. And now I've been trying our little pocket craw on it. That caught me at Pinot recently. Shh. Shh. Come on, Leanne. Try some. They're cheap. And you get like 16 in a pack, not, was it 8 for the Zeman or something? And they hook up so much easier. That plastic, it's like if you don't hook it right, then you try to take it out and it sticks to the barb, and I don't know. I just don't like their plastic at all. And the stickos, they last on it pretty long too, but I'm not a fan. I might start producing my own. I have a black blue sticko. I've always done better on the black and red. I haven't done as well on the black and blue, but black and red on the sticko, the 3-inch on a 1/10 Ned, or the brown purple. For winter, those are probably the better ones. Of course, in Delta we were there, and Tito was catching them on the bluegill, the sparkle. It's like a smoke with blue, gold, and black flake. Looks like a little minnow. I caught mine in the bright blue. And yeah, black and red. But I do have a company that'll make they're the same shape and everything as the Zeman Ned worm, but they're out of regular plastic. So I don't know. I'm thinking about maybe producing some of those. I like the shape of it. I just don't like the plastic. I'm just not a fan of it. Shad smoke turd cut down on a 1/6. Yeah, I'll try that Sparkle Ghost on it, man. Well, I call it Sparkle Ghost. It's actually the sticko, but they call it bluegill. It's a smoke colored worm with blue, gold, and black flake. I'm telling you, man. They're looking for any type of bait fish, anything that's like a shad or any sort of minnow, anything. That thing is amazing. You got one bass on it, and you got the striper on it. Yeah, if they're on a shad color, try that one. It's called the bluegill, the 3-inch sticko. Put that thing on a 1/10 or 1/6 Ned head. If they're looking for little minnows or little shad in that thing is amazing. Yeah, but I'm telling you, you got to try that one. It's one of my go-to baits. Or what? Two bass fishing. Yeah, I think you got two little largemouth on it, and you got striper all on the Sparkle Ghost. And then the majority of mine in the end were on the watermelon red. Watermelon red chartreuse laminate, one of our old flick sticks. Gotcha flick stick on the flicking. But I did catch a couple on the black and brown Ned. Fishing a lake and not a spillway. If you want 3 colors for that, Guggen, try the sticko in black red, the sticko in brown purple, and the sticko in bluegill. telling you, you won't go wrong. Those are the three consistent colors that I've been fished on the Ned in like the 3 years that I've been fishing the Ned. Those are the most consistent colors. And that's the color that Cord Farts caught all his on at the Delta or at the O'Neill Forebay when we were there. Was on that one. The the bluegill. Yeah, brown purple always works. Yeah. So those three colors would be, if I only had three colors to ever use on a net, it would be those three colors. One of them's kind of like crawdad, the black and red. The other one's kind of like, I don't know, nothing I've ever seen in the water, but for some reason I like brown purple. The chaos color. Or the watermelon. Oh, yeah, watermelon candy's another good one, too. If I had to have four, yeah, watermelon candy. That's a really good color in the sticko as well. I had them in our own when we did our drop and stick, which is a 3-inch thickworm. Yeah, watermelon candy. It's weird because I've done better on those than like the green pumpkin or the black and blue or some of the other colors that are sort of green pumpkin and a different, like a chartreuse or so. I don't know. I've just had more success on the Ned with those. Oh, and the other one too is brown purple swirl because it kind of looks like a nightcrawler. Brown purple swirl. I have that video at Pinot where we nailed the crap out of 'em on that, me and Chris. Hey, Tanner came in. Don't everyone leave because I am. Thanks, Corn. Yeah, last night was fun. See you, Corn. Yeah, but I'm telling you, Guggen, try those. Try those stickos instead of the Zeman worms on it. They work better here in California on them, and I'm thinking they'll probably work better there for you. It lays different. Oh God, see what you started, Corn. Everybody's on their way out now. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to be out too soon. I'm down to 19%, so see how far it goes. Fishing Louisiana. Oh, you miss a lot, man. We're just now getting back into fishing conversation, though. We went off on tangents. We've been talking Ned fishing right now. Ned fishing and bait choice. Bait choice on the Ned. I say sticko more than the TRD worms. But Guggen's been catching them on the TRDs. But I'm giving him some stuff that I want him to try and see if it helps. I was fishing oh, he's building a new rod. Nice. Something I've never done. Never built a rod. Make a lot of baits, but never built a rod. I buy the cheap ones anyway, so I'm more about the reel than the rod. I'm the oddball. All right, good. I'm just saying it because I fished both of those, And I don't know, I've just always done better on the Sticko than the actual TRD worm, the original for it. And the guy that invented it, he actually fishes a cutoff Senko or Yum worm on it. He doesn't even fish the TRD worm on it. That's not his favorite worm on the Ned rig. Good rod, cheap reel. Yeah, no, I'm the opposite. I'm cheaper rod and more expensive reel. That's the way I roll. Come ice fish. Okay, now you have to do another trip. Now I have to go to Utah. Yeah, I don't know. I grew up with I grew up in the '80s and we had IM6 and I could feel everything through that. So I don't know. I'm just not a fan of believe it. And now the graphites and everything, even the cheaper rods, are way better than what I learned to fish with, and I can still feel everything. But I always had cheap reels and they always broke. Rods always lasted, so that's why I've been a better reel than rod guy. So that's the right flex and the right feel, and it can cast good. Works my baits right. I don't care if it's $50 or $300. Yeah, that's what we grew up on. That's what I grew up on. That was like the first higher quality rod. You land a double kickflip. I've only landed one kickflip my whole life back in like 1986 when I was in college. But I wasn't a street skater, so I mastered my varial flips. Yeah. I was never a street guy. I was never a street guy. I don't know. I just wasn't into that. I was more into the vert. So that's nice though. Good for you, Tanner. But it's not my deal. I was never good on flat. If you can do a double kick flip on a mini ramp, that's more impressive. Or a double kick flip to a frontside slide and roll or backside slide and roll. Or a double kick flip to a disaster to a revert. But yeah, I was never a flatline guy. Not my deal. I did get second place in a freestyle contest though at Magic Mountain in 1981. Versus Bubble. I know, but you gotta know the background. Fishing Louisiana at the county side of Pinot one time, they had a little whoop de doo thing. At the end of my life, I got on and I went down and he went off me like crazy. He's like, dude, you're not even dropping in from the top. You're not doing this. You're not doing that. So I have full right to give him some shit on stuff, skateboarding. Uh-oh, my battery just went. Or a lip slide or whatever you call it. Well, it depends if it's front side or back side. Back sides are hard to do than front sides. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I grew up in the age when graphite first, and then we had boron rods. I don't know if you guys remember boron rods. Right when graphite came out, suddenly boron was like the thing. That was the next step above graphite, but boron disappeared. I've, I haven't I haven't heard of a rod made of boron since the 80s. But at the time, it was the next step. When you want, yeah, frontside disaster. You know, like finger, you come up and you go, shh, and then back in. But then backsides are harder if you do a backside slide. Then you do a frontside disaster and go like that, and then do a revert out of it. Is that a lip slide? What kind of? It's a, yeah, it's a disaster. It's a lip slide. Oh, it's a bamboo stick. Yeah, but I don't know if you guys ever remember the whole boron phase. Right after graphite came out, I just beat my brother with it. Yeah, when graphite first came out, and it was a step up from. You taught me something. Um, yeah, once graphite came out, was a step up from. You fish swim Senkos? I don't even know what that is. Yeah, but anyway, graphite came out, and all of a sudden, boron was supposed to be the next step above graphite, and then graphite's lasted till this day, and boron disappeared. So, cheap and good. They flex. They're heavy. That's like the worst rod I would ever suggest anybody get was an ugly rod, an ugly stick. It's just no. I mean, for other type fishing, but for bass fishing and working lures, nah, that thing sucks. It's just no. It's they're not balanced. Their weight, their tip, they're just awful. Because they're still trying to do the graphite and freaking fiberglass mix, and they're indestructible. And if you're catfishing or fish for carp or trout or something, but not for bass fishing. Was that even swimming? Swimming Senko? Is that the Senko with the paddle tail? Wait, you're on break already, Tito? Damn. Got a good ass job there, man. Yeah, I've never done any of those. I just do the. Hell, I've actually fished a regular, authentic Yamamoto Senko like twice ever. And I didn't buy them. I found them in a trash can at Pinot. Oh, look at that. I've been here. Hello. Yeah, I didn't buy them. I don't know. I was walking by a trash can. I looked inside it, and somebody had there were some Senkos through in there, actual Senkos. And I tried a couple of them. And I caught some fish on them, but I don't buy them. Got our gotcha stick and our gotcha flick stick, and I started using the Sticko. Before that, I used Yum Dingers. Yum Dingers are good and they're cheap. They're better for weightless. Actually, they're better for flicking. Oh, let's see how much longer do I have? A little bit more time. Yeah. Yeah, I mean they're great for weightless because they're so heavy, but most of the other brands, I said, if you go flicking with either a 16th or an eighth on them, you get the same effect. Yeah, nice. I don't need the pole, but I got a reel. Yeah, that's like when we were at the Delta. Remember you talked about weightless chest fish, and I'm like, I'm using a 4 inch, but it's our flick stick. It's a lot more buoyant with the 1/8 ounce. It sinks a little bit faster than a weightless Senko, but I don't know. It's pretty much the same when you're working it, and you can flick it harder and keep it. I don't know. Senkos don't work with the flicking. They're too, I don't know, they're too flimsy. When you're doing a weighted stick bait, you need to be stiffer, so you get a lot more action out of it and faster. When you put something that like a Senko that's really flimsy and you hit it, it just goes and it doesn't really come back quick. It's kind of, and if you do it a lot, it just keeps in that U instead of going wah 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 and really stretching back out. Now you got him hooked on those. Thanks, Jetsfish. He used to like my baits. Now he likes Senkos. You turned him, man. You turned him to the dark side. Now he doesn't believe in flicking. He only believes in weightless with a wacky tool. But then again, I do have, I kind of have an understanding of why he doesn't like the wacky, because these are the type of baits that Tito used to buy with such good quality hooks. Yeah, that might be why he doesn't like a weighted jighead wacky on a stick worm, because these are the hooks he was trying to use. Ain't gonna catch you much. Wacky tool, yep. Just one color. Yeah, yeah. He's just learned to fish, Tito, and if that's kind of way you learn. You catch something on something and you're stuck on it, and that's good. It gives you confidence, and it's a color, and you caught a lot of fish on it. Yeah, plum. Same thing as the kind of same color as the brown purple, the sticko, and you can get those up to 7/8 inch. Nice, thanks. Hey, I'm just trying to teach you, Tito. And sometimes it's like teaching a dog not to shit in certain places. Sometimes you got to grab their head and stick their nose in their own shit. But it's for the better. It helps them become a better dog, and in my case, it helps them become a better fisherman. Hopefully, I don't know. Maybe, maybe that was a good analogy or not, but I thought it worked. I'm at 10%. Yeah, when you first learn, that's all it is. I mean, catch them on one color, and you're like, "Oh, this color's great." Then the next day, it might not be great, and sometimes for the next 2 weeks, it's not great. And you're like, "What the hell? This color was catching the crap out of him." That's why you always just gotta switch it up and check. I mean, you were catching them on that grape, plum. So he said just fish plum. Just fish was catching them on that bluegill. Yeah, yeah. Just fish had that bluegill color, and then he went to the other one that was kind of close. But that was like kind of like sort of green pumpkin pearlish color. It was a laminate, right? And then I caught him on watermelon red chartreuse. So I don't know. Yeah, I mean, we caught him on the same technique, but three totally different colors. Yours was a laminate. His was the plum, which was it wasn't laminate. It was just a solid color. Mine was a laminate with the watermelon red chartreuse. Mine was a 4 inch. Your guys were both like what 5 1/4, 6 inch. So it was definitely the technique that was getting the attention. And I don't. I've said that in my tips and tricks before, but color color had a yeah color had a I don't know. I think it was the technique more than the color. And that's what I always said. Sometimes it's the technique more than the color. Because we were fishing plum, we were fishing that bluegill, which is like green pumpkin something, and I was fishing watermelon red chartreuse laminate. So they were all completely different colors, but it was basically the same technique, the weightless, wacky style. Yeah, but you were fishing the Sanka, which is a lot heavier, so it sinks a lot quicker. Um, it sinks a lot quicker, it gets down there, and then when you work it, it stays more on the bottom. It just doesn't like float up. Yeah, yeah, we found that out, and we started getting them on a Ned, and then all of a sudden you started hooking up on. Yeah, that was. I mean, yeah, I mean, if yeah, if you watch it, you can tell I got what I caught two on the Ned. He caught two on the Ned. You caught all yours on the flicking or on the wacky, and then I switched to it and caught all the rest of mine on the wacky. And I even tried the Ned in between. Yeah, yeah. I said it's totally the weighted wacky compared to the weightless wacky. Weightless wacky, you want a really flimsy worm. Weighted wacky, you want a worm that's stiffer. And usually with the weighted wacky, you fish a little quicker. With the weightless wacky, you fish a little slower. But yeah, you could just tell in that video. I mean, and all the fish I caught that were little were on a Ned. A couple fish that Tito caught on the Ned were little. All the bigger fish came on a wacky. So yeah, that was definitely what they wanted. And I tried. Remember, I tried the wacky first in that first area, and I didn't get anything. And I switched to the Ned, and I caught a couple little ones. Then we got to the area that was more largemouth oriented, according to Just Fish. He started catching them. Then I switched to it and started catching them. And then Tito switched to it and started fishing them. And even your son, when he got on our boat, started fishing them. And that was the key. The Ned, the Ned got attention from little ones, but the wacky caught the biggest fish. And in multiple colors. So it was definitely the technique, not the color. That's why it was such a fun day. I mean, if you watch it all the way through, you realize the switch and how we figured them out along the day. what it's all about, figuring them out. Wacky's more of a dying profile, something that's just twitching, kind of dying on the bottom, and Ned is something that's alive and swimming, and it's just profiling the bait, figuring out the way they go. Yeah, but it's more of something that's, I don't know, it's flicking and dying compared to a Ned, which is more swimming. I mean, you caught the one on swim bait, but that was swimming. That's more like an active swimming fish. But yeah, that's why. I mean, there's so much to it. That's what I try to. That's what I try to teach. That's why I try to do my tips and tricks and everything. And I don't know, if you watch my videos enough, and even that video, like I said, if you watch the process of what we did that led to us catching more fish, it was definitely a process, and it was different baits and figuring, and this is little, and these are little, and these are bigger. So, all right, bait. Well, I'm gonna be out of here soon. I'm at 6%. So once my screen dims at like I think like 4% or something, yeah, I'm gonna be out. It's still I've still been live for 3 hours, so it's been a hell of a good fish talk Tuesday. We talked a lot of fishing. We went on tangents, which we always do in my lives. But I'm hoping I helped you guys out with explaining more what I do when I fish and what I think in my head. Um, but yeah, so that's a lot of stuff with it. I don't know. People don't. That's when I used to watch Bill Dan. I mean, not Bill Dan's, but when I used to watch a lot of like the FLW and the Bassmaster shows on ESPN that of a tournament, and what I always loved is watching the pros try to figure out like what they were doing wrong, what caught bigger fish, what bait was working, what bait wasn't working, and and to me that was more fun than watching video where someone goes, "Oh, I got this new Guga bait, and I'm going to a pond," and boom, 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 boom. I'm like, you didn't even try anything else. You didn't try a different technique or anything. You're catching fish a certain size. Maybe the other one would catch more. Maybe another one would catch bigger ones. I mean, you're not experimenting. You're just going there and just go to a lake that's easy to catch them on and fishing a bait. Oh, it never went. I went dimmed. I just got dimmed. 5% it dims. All right. Okay, guys. Thanks everybody for coming in. Hopefully we're gonna hook up with Jess Fish again and do some fishing. I said I have a good kind of different show coming up for tomorrow. And of course, a Throwback Thursday, I have another kind of comparison one. And then I have a good tips and tricks coming up for Friday. And, well, then we get back into the Menage a 12 Live, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So, thanks everybody that was in here. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully you had fun. And I will see you live next Sunday. Peace, guys.